Disclaimer, y'all. I had something on my shirt, like a piece of lint, for like 10 minutes of the video. I apologize, man. Don't say nothing about it, man. Don't you say a word about it. I'm letting you know right now. All right. Watch the video. Yo, man, what's up? It's your boy J Thrash back with another one, man. Good to see y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Let's get straight to this one. When I listen to a lot of old heads and old head drug dealers talk, I cannot help but to like shake my head just like I'm doing right now, because a lot of them really just show how how messed up the community was before I was even born, before my friends was even born, like before people of my generation were even born. This been long gone. Wack put Free Ray Rick Ross on blast, and they talking about drug dealing.
You say you made that name, and I had a conversation about this. All you niggas who think the glory and fame, and you one of them, each one of them, your name came from what it came from. Y'all act like that shit is something to be proud about, bro.
I'm proud about everything. I'm proud about everything I've been through. Hey, I love myself. I'm ecstatic with me.
That's what I'm saying. But all niggas that
And that's why I treat.
Don't listen. You niggas, all you dope dealer niggas who like all famous for selling dope, y'all really shouldn't be famous because y'all fucked up the community. Let's be real. You got your money. You made some niggas money. But if we talking about it at the age we are now, looking back, I'm not broke. The name I had from game banging and doing something to a nigga behind the color, I don't want none of that fame.
There's a couple different things that's funny about this. Like Wack constantly glorifies gang culture, right? He's on the on the phone acting like he's not the one always saying on Pyru and this and that. If that's not still glorifying something that you were in your past, because you must be still that, right? So you can't really be the pot calling the kettle black. Wack goes to say he shouldn't be famous. Well, if he shouldn't be famous, which I agree, I don't think no drug dealer should just be famous. It don't make sense. But if he shouldn't be famous, then neither should you, Wack. And the reason why you're famous is because you glorify the streets, but you now acting like a street informant. So however it boils down, your fame is still connected to street activity. You shouldn't be famous either. Fast forward, Wack talking about the drug game and talking about crack and talking about crack babies. And Rick Ross had the nerve to say, crack babies is not a real thing.
When you say you made your name came from fucking up the communities. And it was what it was. Some niggas made money, but it's also some crack babies came from that. It's a lot of homes that was torn.
Ain't no such thing as no crack baby.
Huh?
Ain't no such thing as no crack baby.
It definitely is.
No, it ain't. That's you putting that shit out there. That's a form of snitching right there.
So you saying a mother that's pregnant, buying crack and smoking.
See, you don't do no research. You gotta go do some research, Wack. You just be out here, Wack, you just be out here talking. There's no such thing as a crack baby. The babies they had on TV, on the news, that they say was crack babies was alcoholic babies.
Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here. We didn't whoop niggas' ass for selling niggas' mamas that was pregnant crack, bro. So if you telling me crack don't affect the fetus when a woman is smoking it, then you sounding crazy, bro. You don't believe that. Alcohol, any type of fucking drug.
Go do your research.
So you telling me crack
has no lasting effect on the baby. Crack has no lasting effect on the baby. Once the mama finish smoking the crack, the baby's good.
Okay, I'm gonna let you stand on that.
Thank you.
What? This man said it's not crack, it's alcohol. Excuse me, sir? See, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I say, like, before I was even born, we was already fucked from people like this who was running the community and destroying the community at the same time. To say something like, it doesn't affect the baby. Once the mom is done smoking the crack, then the baby is good. What type of uneducated answer is like, what type of uneducated logic is that? You don't have to have no knowledge of how drugs work or the human body works to know that if you put something as strong as crack into your system, it is going to affect everything in your system, including a child. So Vlad, being Vlad, instigates, but he instigates this time with the facts. He instigates with facts. He uses ChatGPT AI and disproves literally everything Rick Ross just said, which you didn't even need that to do it. But we could just look at the look on Rick Ross's face. He know he got, but his response was, "Oh, well, we got the report from Harvard, and Harvard said all of that's a lie."
What about what crack just did to the household?
What do you mean by that?
We both can agree that that really ain't nothing to be famous about and be proud of.
Well, hold on a sec. Hold on. So while you guys were talking, I went on ChatGPT and I asked, does crack have effect on pregnancy? And according to ChatGPT, says yes, using crack cocaine during pregnancy can have serious and harmful effects on both the pregnant person and the developing baby.
That's common sense.
Crack cocaine is a powerful and illegal stimulant drug, and its use in pregnancy is considered high risk. Effects on the baby include low birth rate, premature birth, placental abruption, developmental problems, neonatal abstinence syndrome, NAS, and sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. And the effects on the pregnant person is increased risk of miscarriage, higher risk of hypertension, seizures, and heart problems, and difficulty accessing prenatal care due to stigma or lifestyle disruptions.
That's common sense, bro.
Harvard University said that it wasn't.
Okay, well, I'm just looking up on ChatGPT.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm trying to just be the.
No, I understand. I'm saying we got the report from Harvard University.
I got it.
And they said that that was bullshit.
According to AI, though, they list a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, but where AI get his information from?
I would recommend everyone not to smoke crack while they're pregnant. By the way,
I would too.
I wish I knew somebody at Harvard just so I can go and ask them, because I just don't believe that. That's a poor justification. Even if that was still true, right? It's still messing up the community. It's still messing up the household, right? So trying to justify that it doesn't hurt the body, even though it does hurt the baby, just wild. Like, it's one thing to be a drug dealer. You got to know what you're doing is bad, though. I mean, it's bad. You don't have to mask it like it's good. And we get to really see why he feels the way he feels about crack babies not being a thing. He uses his own son as the situation because his son came out good.
I would too.
Let me just put that out there.
I got a son.
Right.
I got a son. The mama smoked crack while he was a baby.
Okay.
And he came out perfectly fine.
Well,
I mean, that's cool, but it's a lot that didn't.
Crack affects people differently. Everybody's not the same. Crack affects the body differently. And this is basic knowledge, man, which makes it even more sad that he's trying to stand on something so stupid, man. But for Wack to try to take this super righteous stance, I've definitely heard Wack try to down talk people who ain't got no street cred, who ain't got no bodies. You ain't got this, you ain't got that, you ain't no street nigga. Talk about your street morals and what you stand on and all that. If that's not glorification of shit that you not still doing, because a lot of these old heads still live in the past, then I don't know what the hell else would be. But Wack goes to ask him the question, are you proud of it? And the way this man put his tap dancing shoes on and dance right around that, man, we need to put him on Dancing with the Stars, man. He said, I'm happy with myself. Sir, that's not answering the question. And everybody who got eyes and ears can see that you're dancing around the question.
And I'm not embarrassed about what I did.
No, I'm not saying be embarrassed about it, but you proud of it?
What you mean? That's a question that really can't be answered. When you say, am I proud of it?
I'm not proud.
I'm happy with myself. I love who I am today.
Okay.
And so in order to love who I am today, I have to love everything that I've been through, because everything that I've been through made me who I am today. Had I not went through what I went through, I couldn't be the person that I am today.
So if you could have changed it and changed the fact that
I don't try to think that if I could have changed it. It didn't change. I did what I did. That's what it is.
So if that wasn't bad enough, Wack stumps him again Again, he asked, "Would you tell people to sell crack today?" And he say no. And he asked him why. And the pause was everything that you needed to know. Like, the pause was literally everything you needed to know.
Would you tell the people to sell crack to be a drug dealer?
No, I wouldn't tell nobody to sell crack.
Why not? If you proud of it.
I didn't. You see, you trying to put words in my mouth, man. I didn't say I was proud of it. I say I love who I am. I love everything that I ever done in life. I accept it, including my 20 years that I did in prison. I love those 20 years that I did in prison.
Listen, no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
We're talking right now, Freeway. Come on.
No.
No man love being caged up like an animal.
He didn't have no choice. So he had to accept it. He had to adopt it. Adapt to that situation and make that situation work for him. And that's what I did.
And at this point, this is clear. You trying to stand on, because you're already wrong. You know you're wrong. This take that you have, this stance that you have shown in this interview right here on the phone with Wack is a bad one, and you know it. So now you have to say things. Now you just got to go 100% and stand on your morals and say you loved being in prison.
I mean, we all did that because we was there, right?
So you should have enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time in prison.
You enjoyed your.
I enjoyed my time in prison. When I woke up in the morning, I didn't wake up crying. I woke up with a smile on my face. Was glad to wake up that morning.
So you didn't miss your children or your woman or your family?
Of course I missed them. But sometimes I miss them right now when I'm on the street.
Yeah, but you can get to them.
Sometimes I can't get to them.
That's true.
But you can if you want to. There's no restrictions that say you can't.
I got to him in prison when I wanted to.
Okay. Well, listen, Freeway Rick, I stand on it.
Thank you.
My thoughts on drug dealers being fucking praised for selling dope and going to jail for 20 years for it, that shouldn't be a praise.
Not the same prison that we don't even wish on our worst enemies, right? That one that everybody say that's saying, right? Not that prison. Come on, man. You cannot say you love being in prison, man. Adapting and loving are two different things. We all have to adapt. Every day you got to adapt to something new, right? Some people have an inability to adapt. But the fact that you can adapt, it doesn't mean that you love it, because I don't love to adapt to bad situations, or we just have to do it sometimes. We got to adapt to our surroundings. But by no means do you love to do that. By no means do you wake up. I mean, at some point, you have to get some type of good feeling about yourself behind the walls. I understand that. But to go as far as to say that you loved it, and like you love waking up every day, I definitely understand that, because it's another day to breathe. But you're putting out the wrong message by saying you love being in prison. And then and then to try to use, and then Wack goes and says, "What about your kids? You know what I'm saying? Your girl, you can't see them like you want to while you." Oh, he tried to make it seem like you can. Like, come on, man, it's not the same thing. But this is just a terrible justification, a terrible principle to want to stand on, to try to prove a point that you don't have to prove no more at your old age. And this goes to in the beginning of what I was saying. There's no reason. I look at the old heads talk, a lot of old heads talk, and I just shake my head, bro. And that's why we just got to make our own paths. And you can't listen to all the old heads, man, because a lot of them don't know no better either, right? But we got to break the chain at some point. But you let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, man. To me, I just seen two dumbass old heads talking, right, with a third old head fed sitting there. Agents of chaos, man. All right. Stay safe, stay easy, stay protected. I cannot believe I had that on my shirt this whole time. I am pissed, bro. I'm pissed, bro. Easier said than done, but it's definitely doable. So do it, man. It's your boy Jay. I'm gone.